Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Lorraine. This week I have a very exciting and very nice challenge lineup for you. I'm gonna run 5k for 7 days for this week. That's right, I'm gonna run 5k a day for 7 days. So I normally run for quite often, but because we moved to this area where there's not a lot of nice running routes, so I kind of just stopped. But I thought it would be nice to just start running again and see how my body will react, how I will feel after this whole week. So wow, I'm getting out. Wow, I know running 5k might not be the easiest thing in the whole world, and also I haven't been running for a while. The last time when I ran was probably earlier this year, but you know, the goal is always to push my limit and stay consistent, and let's see how far I can go. And also I'll be sharing all the details and all the ups and downs, so let's see what I can get in a week. Ta-da! Day 1 done. Woo. So let's bring out the stats. There you go. So I did, where is it? 5k, slightly over 5k, and it took me 40 minutes, and that's my average pace, and that's the calorie I burn. Ha ha ha. Why am I so dark? I think it's just because my screen is too bright earlier. Oh yeah, so day 1 done. Not as difficult as I thought, maybe because I do run to the tube station once in a while, but it's really not that bad. I think I could run a bit further, but I thought, you know, day 1, so I'm just gonna cut it there. And then I think I only stopped once because of a red light, but it's only for a few seconds. So in general, I think it went quite well. So let's go stretch and let's wait for day 2. Yeah! Day 2 done. So there you go. 5k, 44 minutes. It's 4 minutes longer than yesterday. It was quite hilly, so it feels just much more difficult to run in the wild because one step is shallow, one step is steep, and then just it's all even. But it was quite fun. So day 2 done. Let's go stretch. Day 3 in progress. It's only day 3, but I can already feel my legs failing me. My front shin are feeling so tired, and especially today the route I'm running, there are a lot of uphills. So let's see, I'll still try to push it. Day 3 done. Completely wrecked, tired, and want nothing but to lie down. So we'll see how it will go tomorrow. Let's go stretch. Forgot about the stat check. So there you go. Where is my screen? 5:29, took me 39 minutes, and it turns out that it's my fastest run, and I burned over 400 calories. So that's probably why I'm so tired today. Day 4, let's go. Day 4 done. Wow, at one point today I feel like I'm just losing my legs. I couldn't really feel much but pain. It was quite bad, I think around like 2k, so I had to stop. But after that I think I was kind of picking up, and it was just perfectly fine. And then stats of today, there you go, over 5k, almost 40 minutes, and burned almost 400 calories. There is one thing I did notice, like even though I've been saying I was feeling really miserable, I was so tired by the end of the day, but what I noticed that I was actually running fast in a way compared to myself before. Yesterday I think was the fastest 5k I've ever ran, and today was the second fast, so I wasn't really that slow. So even though I was like really struggling to make the strikes, but it wasn't that bad. So we'll see. Only 3 days left, so we'll see. Let's go stretch. Okay, day 4 today. I'm going to do something that I don't think I will ever do in my whole life, which is to run on the treadmill for 5k today. So let's see how that goes. We'll see. Ta-da! Day 4. Done. Oh, finally. Just as I said, I did it in the gym on the treadmill, and it was somehow good and bad at the same time. So let me get started with the stats. So I didn't really catch the stats because after I finished my 1K, somehow the number, when I was trying to take a pause, the number just disappeared. So I had to start over again for 4K, and then I finished that. So I think in total I did probably a bit more than 5K, like 5.1 or 5.2-ish. And the calorie I burned, if I add those two up, I think the first one was around like 60-ish, and the second one is probably around like 200, I remember. So that would be 260. Surprisingly, it feels not much easier in the way, but I burn less energy than I was running outside, I mean outdoors. And then when I said good and bad, when it comes to the good things about it, it was kind of just easy to run because, you know, the belt was just always moving, so you only just need to move your leg and just try to catch the step. And then you don't really need to worry too much about the route or if it's uneven or anything like that. And somehow I sweated much more, I think, than when I was running outdoors. So I don't know why is that the case, but if I remember correctly, the speed, I mean the pace should be lower, I mean slower in the gym, so I don't know why I sweat like a pig basically. And then the bad thing about it is that, you know, first the treadmill was just a bit silly that you have to just keep running on one spot and it get boring by the very end, and I was getting really kind of impatient by the very end. And also at one point my phone dropped, so I had to just kind of jump on the side just to make sure that I won't be tripped on the treadmill, which can be quite dangerous. And except for that, actually it's not as bad as I think. So we'll see. And 2 more days to go. Oh, can't wait for this to be finished. Good morning, today's day 5, I think. No, sorry, yesterday was day 5 when I said it was day 4, and today is day 6, so an extra day to go, not including today, and I'm really feeling quite tired, and not just because I'm running every day, but also the fact knowing that, oh, I got something that I have to do today that's a teeny tiny bit annoying as well. But today I will try again to run the treadmill and try to keep it on video. So see, let's go. Day 5 done! I'll put a clip on how my stats goes, but I finished the 5K on the treadmill, and surprisingly, I don't hate it as much, and secretly I think I'm even enjoying it a bit because you don't really need to think at all, you just need to follow the steps and that's it. And then what I found is that I thought, you know, strong beat music will kept me going, but it turns out I didn't really need those, or I find something that works better for me, which is listen to the raindrops. And on Spotify you can find thousands of, you know, thunderstorm or night rain or something like that, and I was just listening to that and somehow I was quite peaceful. So that was something that's working for me that I'm not sure if will work for someone else. What I noticed as well is that in the morning I was feeling quite drained. I feel like, oh, I gotta do something, but I realized it was just some kind of fantasy that I have for myself. You know, I had to run fast, I had to, you know, finish in a certain time, I had to do this or that. And this morning when I'm feeling quite drained, I realized that might be the reason. So during my run today, I put the speed was at a quite low level, which is like I think 6.5. At one point I was even go lower when I was feeling tired, and by the very end when I felt good about it, and I pushed the speed up again. So I think it's just all this kind of mindset that got me a bit tired. Actually the run itself wasn't that bad, but you know, the fixation on certain things got me a bit like tired or not in the best mood. So during today's session I was doing it perfectly at my speed. When I needed a break I would just take a break. So I was feeling actually quite relaxed and chilled by the very end. So day 5, no, 6, I said it wrong again, 6, done. So tomorrow will be the last day. So I'm really in the shower and let's go stretch. One last day, yeah, day 7. and I'm gonna take exactly the same route as day 1. So let's go! Can't wait to be finished. Yay! 7 days run, done. 5K a day, done. Oh, I'm so excited. And today the weather is getting really warm outside, so I was sweating. And on my phone there is already quite some steam inside. It's just because of my sweat. So let's have a look of the stats and then we will just wrap it up. And today I've already stretched and everything's good. I'm just ready to start my weekend. There you go. 5:17 over 43 minutes, and the average pace is 8 minutes and almost half, and burn almost 400 calories. I find that quite interesting that outside I didn't really feel much worse. I mean, I do feel like the shock on my knees or on my on the top on my front shin, but I was taking much less time than how I did it in the gym. But I'm so glad this is over. Hi everyone, I've just completed my 7-day 5K challenge. I'm standing here in the exact same spot for the past 7 days, but feeling so relaxed. I couldn't be happier with the experience. The past week has both been physically challenging and also incredibly rewarding. I took a day off yesterday just to completely relax, and I did nothing, and it feels a bit off in a way because I was always doing something for the past week. But there are a few points that really stood out to me that I want to share with you. First, I wanted to say that the running culture in London is simply just incredible. Every single time when I went out for a run, I see so many people of all ages and fitness levels out in basically every corner in London. I was trying different routines here and there in different part of London. I was trying different type of running routes, and every single time, no matter where I go, I see so many runners around me, and it was just really nice to see all those people sharing the same energy level and doing the same thing. And the thing is, whenever you see them, you kind of see that running was never easy for anyone. It was just difficult. Everyone was trying their best to run, but they were doing it. No matter how easy or difficult, they were still doing it. That was really inspiring. When I was feeling like, oh, I'm getting too tired and I want to stop, I feel like that's a really great motivation for me to keep going. As if for me, I do have a few things that I noticed in myself. From the very beginning, I was very excited, and after a few days, I was physically tired. And I will admit I was always a bit worried before the run, maybe because of the weather, because of the distance, because of, you know, how I was feeling that day. But actually when I got moving, I felt immediately better. I mean, you do feel your body is kind of in different kinds of pain, or it's a bit sore. But once you got moving, you got those endorphin release into your system, you got runner's high, you feel like, oh, actually I can run a bit faster. And every day I felt better and energized. I'm just surprised to see what a good run can do to your body and also your mindset. And another great thing about this week is that it helps me to build up this running routine. 100% it got me out of my comfort zone. Running every day kind of forced me to stay committed and find a rhythm. And I feel like with, you know, certain attitude and with discipline that we can achieve that much more than we can, because I've never run every single day in my whole life. Or maybe I had when I was a kid. But this is different. I thought I won't be able to finish it. And from the very beginning, I thought I won't be able to make it to the very end. That simply just was my expectation, but I did it. And it was kind of fun. And after all, I want to thank you all for coming along with me on this journey. And if you're thinking about starting any kind of challenge or start to run with any distance that you want, you can start with day 1, I don't know, 100 meters. I would say go for it, because you will realize the sense of achievement is incredible. And do let me know if you start your own challenge, and maybe one day I will start another running challenge or another fitness experience. But stay tuned and I'll see you next time. Bye!